Thanks for looking after my daughter. I'll come to pick her up the day after tomorrow.
On the other end of the phone, Sarah sounded cheerful as she spoke. Hearing her voice, I felt uncomfortable. Sarah had left her daughter, Sophia, at my place because she wanted to go on a vacation. I couldn't tell her true intentions, but it seemed like she didn't really care about Sophia. Sophia was hiding behind an oversized suitcase, waiting for me. I wondered how much anxiety she had felt while I was away. Just thinking about it made my heart ache. At the same time, anger towards Sarah began to swell up inside me. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't help wanting to see her reaction, so I lied. I haven't been looking after her.
What? Wasn't she in the garage?
The moment she heard my words, I could tell Sarah was panicking over the phone. My name is Emily Johnson. I am a 61-year-old homemaker. I met my husband, Robert, in college, and we have been together ever since. How many years has it been since we first met? Even now, I sometimes look at photos of us from our college days and reminisce about the past. Originally, Robert and I had a senior-junior relationship. As a college student with no close friends around, I struggled to fit into the club I joined and often ended up spending time alone. I wished I could have had a more vibrant college life to blend in better. No matter how much I wished for it, without taking action, my wishes remained unfulfilled. Eventually, I made some friends my age through classes and club, but I never felt at home in the club. It was when I thought I might as well quit the club. Robert, 1 year older than me, talked to me.
Hey, Emily, are you okay? Let's chat for a bit.
Yes.
I was surprised he remembered my name, as we had never spoken before. Initially nervous, I quickly warmed up to him thanks to his friendly demeanor and ease of conversation. That day marked the beginning of our many interactions. And so, our relationship began. Robert remained kind even after we started dating, always considerate of me. Being older, he often helped me with my studies. This relationship continued unchanged even after Robert graduated from college, and I did as well. 2 years after my graduation, Robert proposed, and we joyfully got married. We built a good relationship with my in-laws, and I enjoyed married life every day. Years later, we had a lively baby boy. Upon his birth, I quit my job. We named him Tom and raised him together with great care.
Tom's eyes really do look like Emily's.
His nose and mouth look like you.
We enjoyed pointing out which features Tom got from each of us while holding him in my arms.
I hope he grows up to be kind.
Yes.
I agreed with Robert's wish. I wanted Tom to be kind and considerate to everyone, just like Robert. Even if it seemed like we were imposing, I couldn't help but wish for it. Just as we had hoped, Tom grew up to be a healthy and kind child. He was doing well in school, showing leadership qualities, and his classmates relied on him. When I heard this from his teacher, I felt happy and proud at the same time. Time flew by, and before we knew it, Tom had become a working adult.
Well, I'm off. Thanks for everything up until now.
When he was leaving home for his job, Tom thanked us. Indeed, it was sad to think of Tom not being at home. But it's not like it's goodbye forever, and we could see each other whenever we wanted. Yet, as soon as he spoke those words, tears flooded out along with a sudden surge of loneliness.
Come on, Mom, you're crying too much.
Sorry, it just hit me all of a sudden.
Emily, you're just sad because Tom is moving out, right?
Robert, ever supportive, and Tom, trying to smile through the awkwardness, reassured me. Until the very end, the familiarity of our family gave me a sense of security. 3 years later, on a peaceful day with nothing out of the ordinary, Tom called with unexpected news.
Hi, Mom. There's someone I want you to meet.
Someone you want to introduce? I could tell even over the phone that he was nervous.
Yeah, it's my girlfriend. We've decided to get married, so I wanted to introduce her.
I was shocked. At the same time, I realized just how quickly he had grown up. Marriage, congratulations.
Thanks.
Tom seemed a bit embarrassed. I wondered what kind of person his chosen partner was. Would I be able to get along with her as well as I had with my in-laws? With various hopes and anxieties, I looked forward to the day we would meet. Little did I know I would end up being completely thrown by her. I had no idea at this time. And on the day of the meeting, as promised, Tom arrived at our home with his girlfriend.
Let me introduce her. This is Sarah Norris.
Hello, I'm Sarah Norris. Nice to meet you.
Sarah bowed deeply when she saw Robert and me. Then, her eyes began to darting round. I could tell by the look that she was quite nervous. You don't need to be so nervous. We understand how you feel.
Exactly. Just relax and be yourself.
Thank you.
Sarah, seemingly to distract herself from her nervousness, took a sip of her coffee. I thought, just like Tom, she must be a serious and genuine person. However, as time passed, I began to feel something was off in Sarah's behavior. About 30 minutes after they arrived at our house, it was nice to see Sarah start to relax and smile more, but she wouldn't meet my gaze at all. This made her seem somewhat distant. What are your hobbies, Sarah?
My hobbies.
Indeed, I'm curious too. Do you have any hobbies?
Reading.
No matter what questions I asked, Sarah wouldn't respond to me. But she would answer Robert's questions cheerfully with a smile. Maybe she was intimidated by me. I thought so, but she seemed oddly composed if that were the case. In the end, Sarah's demeanor remained unchanged throughout. Afterward, the meeting concluded without any further discussion. Robert seemed to have noticed halfway through but didn't bring it up. I knew it was his own concern, so I didn't even mention it. As the days passed without any progress in my relationship with Sarah, the wedding day arrived. Her attitude towards me had not changed. She looked at me with a bothersome expression and wore a look of disgust. Sarah, that dress suits you well. You look truly beautiful.
Thank you.
Welcome. I didn't want to impose too much before the wedding, but I couldn't stop thinking about her attitude. Did I do something wrong?
What?
I'm wondering if I'm being intimidating. if there's anything that bothers you or if you find something scary, please tell me. I'll try to change it." Hearing my words, Sarah's expression turned to one of disgust again.
There's nothing wrong.
"That's good then."
Aren't you thinking too much?
Sarah coldly threw out those words and walked away, her long dress trailing behind her. Perhaps she was right, maybe I was overthinking it. I watched her walk away, lost in thought. Even after the wedding, as everyday life resumed, Sarah's demeanor remained cold towards me. She seemed happy talking with Robert and Tom, but with me, she was as cold as ever.
Hey, is Sarah cold only to you?
One day, Robert finally expressed his concern.
Doesn't it upset you? Maybe I should talk to Tom about it.
No, it's okay. Admittedly, I was hurt. But I didn't want to create any trouble in their newlywed bliss.
But
I'm sorry, I don't want to make a big deal out of it and spoil their relationship because of me. Maybe it's better if I just watch from a distance. It was tough to express these feelings anew. But if I didn't say what was on my mind, nothing would change.
I see. Let me know immediately if anything happens, okay?
Robert affirmed my feelings and began to watch over the situation gently. One day, about 2 years after living such a life, Tom and Sarah had a baby. It was a lively little girl who resembled them both.
Her name is Sophia. Cute, isn't she?
While holding the sleeping Sophia in his arms, Tom spoke with a gentle voice. Suddenly, I found myself smiling, reminded of when Tom was little. "She's so adorable." Hearing my words, Tom grinned with delight. I knew they would face many challenges with parenting. Though I wanted to help, I dreaded that Sarah might find me bothersome again. Besides, it was their child. It was better for them to raise her together than for me to interfere. I continued to watch over them from a distance. However, 4 years after Sophia was born, a significant change occurred. Tom was assigned to work alone far from home. It wasn't for an extremely long time, but it was a solo assignment nonetheless.
Hey, could you please keep an eye on her a bit?
Understood. Initially, I planned to continue observing from a distance, but after Tom's request, I began to pay more attention to Sarah. "Hello, Sarah, are you okay?" A week after Tom's assignment began, I decided to call her.
Am I okay?
It must be tough alone, right? If you need anything, just let me know. Our house is close, and if you'd like, come over with Sophia to play. I tried to offer some thoughtful words, expecting the usual cold treatment in response. However, her reply was entirely unexpected.
Really? Is that okay?
What?
Don't you want me? You said it's okay to come to your house.
Sorry. Taken aback by her response, I was momentarily confused.
Is it okay to come over?
Yes, of course. Come over for dinner or if you need anything else.
Can I come tomorrow?
Of course. From then on, Sarah frequently visited our home with Sophia. Perhaps, I thought, this could be a chance for Sarah to open up to me. However, despite my hopes, our relationship did not improve. In fact, her behavior became more overbearing and worse.
Emily, your cooking is really terrible. Did Tom really grow up eating this? It's unbelievable, almost pitiful.
I'm sorry it doesn't suit your taste.
It's not just about taste. It's just plain bad. I can't let Sophie eat this.
Sarah often came over in the afternoons. With Robert at work, she felt no need to hold back her true feelings. The food is horrible, the house is dirty, it's dim and creepy. How many times had she said such things? Naturally, it hurt me. At the same time, I couldn't help but wonder what she really thought of me. But no matter how much I talked to her, the response was always the same. I was worrying too much. Gradually, I realized she was using me as an outlet for her stress. It didn't take long to notice this once her behavior worsened.
I'm thinking of going shopping now. So can you watch Sophia for me?
That's fine, but
Then, please take care of her.
since Sarah started visiting, another concerning pattern emerged. She consistently left Sophia with me to go shopping. At first, I thought everyone needed a break, so I didn't mind. But gradually, I began to wonder if it was happening too frequently. From what I observed, it didn't seem like she was buying daily necessities or groceries. Instead, it looked more like she was purchasing high-end cosmetics, perfumes, and accessories to adorn herself. Did you buy a new necklace again?
What about it? Is it a problem?
It's not that it's a problem. Did Sarah feel guilty about her shopping? Even when I casually brought up topics like jewelry or perfumes, she wouldn't engage in a serious conversation and would even get snappy. Her attitude and words left me with many farts. But I was the target. If I just endured it, no one else would suffer. I continued to interact with Sarah without provoking her. Seemingly taking advantage of my silence, her behavior only worsened.
Emily, did you make this again? I can still eat other dishes, but not this one. Has Tom ever told you your food is bad?
He's never said anything. By this time, even I was finding it hard to endure. If you're going to complain that much, you don't have to eat here. Maybe you'd prefer frozen meals.
Isn't that a bit heartless?
I don't want to cook for someone who only complains. Actually, I'd rather you didn't come over at all.
Jesus, annoying.
Even when I clearly expressed my farts, she just got mad.
Seriously, can't you see that I'm just trying to save on food expenses? Kids cost a lot, you know? I'm not working, so I have to save where I can, right?
And yet, you seem to spend a lot on expensive items.
Seriously, that's so annoying. What I do is my business. Whatever, it was useless talking to an old lady like you.
Sarah twisted my words and kept arguing. My temper flared too, and sometimes I responded in ways that weren't very mature. However, I was sure that what I was saying wasn't wrong. Perhaps Sarah also believed her perspective was correct. At this rate, it seemed I would never understand her. I fondly remembered a time when I hoped we could get along, but now, our relationship had only grown more distant. 3 months after our conflicts began, a significant incident occurred. When I returned home from grocery shopping one evening, I saw a large suitcase in front of the garage. I approached frighteningly, for I had no idea. Then I saw a child behind the suitcase. It was Sophia. Sophia, what are you doing here?
Grandma.
The moment she saw me, tears overflowed from her big eyes, and she rushed to hug me. Where's Mom? In this clearly unusual situation, I asked Sophia what had happened. Hearing my question, she began to speak hesitantly.
You see, when we were at home, Mom suddenly brought this suitcase. She started packing my clothes, toys, and lots of other stuff, and then she put me and the suitcase in her car.
Do you know where Mom went after that?
I don't know. But I heard something about going to Los Angeles. She was talking on the phone with a man. She sounded excited.
Talking to a man on the phone. From Sophia's story, it seems Sarah had left her daughter behind to go on a trip to Los Angeles. The person who went with her was probably a man. The word affair crossed my mind. With Tom away on business, it seemed Sarah might be cheating. This would explain why she had left Sophia behind deliberately. She hadn't asked me directly, probably because she feared I would lecture her if she had to explain her reasons and how long she needed me to take care of Sophia. Understood. Thank you for telling me. Let's go inside for now. I have your favorite orange juice.
Yeah.
I took the visibly uneasy Sophia by my hand and led her inside the house. I'm going to call Mom now, okay? I gave Sophia some orange juice and picked up my smartphone to call Sarah. As expected, she wasn't in the mood to be cheered up by her favorite treat. The situation was too upsetting. I dialed Sarah's number, but there was no sign she would pick up. I quickly realized she must be on a plane. Quietly hanging up, I considered what to do next. This was a serious situation. I needed to contact Tom immediately. I dialed his number. Tom.
Mom, what's wrong? Why do you sound so panicked?
Well, here's what happened. I explained everything to Tom. From his responses, I could tell he was quite shaken. So, that's what's going on.
Sarah left Sophia behind, and Sophia heard a man's voice.
After telling him everything, I waited for his reaction.
I don't know what to say. Is Sophia okay?
Sophia is here with me, so don't worry.
That's good. At least it was good if she was okay.
Tom sighed in relief. However, his anger towards Sarah soon became evident.
I'm concerned about the man, but leaving Sophia behind is absolutely unforgivable. I'll try to call and talk to her now.
She's probably on a plane right now. I tried to calm the angry Tom with a steady voice.
Right. I'm sorry, I'm just a bit frantic. I'll try to call her once I've calmed down.
Yes, try that. Tom regained a bit of his composure and sadly ended the call. Eventually, even when Tom managed to speak with Sarah, she showed no signs of remorse. In fact, he said it sounded like she was trying to laugh it off.
I don't know if I can get along with her anymore.
Hearing his distress cry, my heart ached deeply. It had been a month since I started caring for Sophia. Sarah called me.
Thanks for taking care of Sophia. I'll come to pick her up the day after tomorrow.
She sounded too cheerful, as if nothing was wrong. The moment I heard her voice, I was filled with anger. Did she ever think about how Sophia felt, waiting alone with that huge suitcase when I came home? It just doesn't seem like Sarah truly cares about Sophia. I know it's wrong, but I wanted to see her reaction, so I lied a little. What? I haven't been looking after her. Right after I spoke, I could tell from her voice, even over the phone, that Sarah started panicking.
She was in the garage, wasn't she?
She probably left her there to avoid being seen by the neighbors. My anger rose as Sarah talked as if nothing was wrong. Just kidding. Look, she's here at home.
Don't say weird things. She's my precious daughter.
The person who left her daughter had the nerve to say that. I held back what I really wanted to say. Okay, sorry, we'll be waiting then. 2 days later, a jubilant Sarah came to my house.
Thank you. Now, I'll take her back.
Well.
Come on, say thank you. You've been cared for.
Grandma, thank you.
Sarah sternly told Sophia. Frightened by her mom's words, Sophia mumbled her thanks while looking down. After Sarah and Sophia left, I called Tom.
Mom, how was Sarah?
After Sarah had called to pick her up, I had also informed Tom. He anxiously asked about how Sarah was. She seemed cheerful and happy.
I see.
Tom sounded clearly disheartened and sighed deeply. How could I possibly comfort him? While I was thinking, he said something unexpected.
Mom, I'll pay for it. So could you hire a detective agency to track Sarah's movements?
A detective agency. His suggestion took me aback.
Yeah, I know I've left her feeling lonely with my assignment, but the thought that she might be cheating, honestly, depending on what they find, I might consider divorce. If we go to divorce, having evidence would help, right?
I could hear the resolve in Tom's voice. Being alone and working hard while suspecting his spouse of infidelity was too much. Understood. I'll contact a detective agency.
Thank you. I'll email you the places she frequently visits.
Okay, I'll take care of it. Several weeks after that conversation, I received the investigation results from the detective agency. As we suspected, Sarah was indeed having an affair. It seems she had been meeting her lover frequently. I can only imagine how Sophia felt all alone, waiting for her mom. Just thinking about it makes me feel terrible.
So, she was cheating after all.
When I reported the investigation results to Tom, he spoke sadly. Are you going to divorce?
I guess. I don't see how we can continue as a couple with confidence.
After expressing his sorrow, he made another request.
Could you join me for a discussion next week during my day off?
A discussion.
I'm set on divorcing, but I want to talk about what she thinks and about Sophia. It's daunting to do it alone, so I'd like you to be there. Sorry for being childish.
I was a bit surprised by his request, as I always thought such conversations between spouses were private. However, if there is anything I can do to help, I want to do it. It's okay. I'll be there for as long as you need.
Thank you.
Tom seemed relieved by my response. A week later, Sarah came to my house. Sophia was out with Robert.
What's this all about? Calling me out of the blue. I'm busy, you know.
Sarah sat down, visibly annoyed, and started fidgeting with her nails.
Robert called saying he needed to talk. But why did he go out with Sophia? I didn't plan to talk to you.
I'm sorry for tricking you like this, but I knew you wouldn't come if I asked.
You deceived me. This is the worst. So, what's this talk about? Let's get it over with.
Sarah realized she had been deceived and became even more irritated. Are you cheating?
What are you suddenly talking about?
I said that and laid out the evidence from the detective agency on the table.
Wait, why is this?
I had a lot on my mind, so I hired a detective agency, and they got clear evidence.
But why? At least, I don't see why I need to discuss this with you. I don't think I need to talk to you about this matter at all.
Sarah started to fidget more noticeably, shifting her legs and looking around frantically.
Anyway, I'm not going to talk about this to you. If that's all you wanted, I'm leaving.
Wait a minute. If you don't intend to talk to me, who will you discuss it with? Like, with Tom, for example.
Why?
The mention of Tom's name visibly shook Sarah.
Wait, why are you bringing up Tom? You're not going to call him, are you?
Call? No, I won't call. Just then, the doorbell rang. Today, Tom is here to see you. He wants to talk to you. Just wait here. I then let Tom into the house and directed him to the room where Sarah was.
Sarah, long time no see.
Why are you here?
Sarah turned pale and stared at Tom. Her hands trembled, and she seemed to be breathing heavily.
I wanted to talk to you. I thought it would be good to have Mom here too. Is it a problem if I came?
Not a problem, but…
Well, even if you say it's a problem, we're going ahead with the discussion anyway.
After looking at the table spread with evidence, Tom turned to me and said,
Mom, thanks for everything.
Don't worry about it. I've already told her everything. Now you can handle it however you like. Tom nodded at my words, then turned back to Sarah.
You've been cheating, haven't you?
Cheating? That's not true.
Sarah became much quieter than when it was just the two of us.
First of all, you can't prove that it's me in these photos, can you? Emily said she hired a detective agency, but that sounds a bit shady to me.
You seem to be misunderstanding something. It was me who asked for the detective agency. I was suspicious of your actions, so I asked Mom to handle the request.
It must have been a shock to Sarah. She lost her words and just stared at the pile of evidence.
Suspicious. What do you mean suspicious?
I can say,
Even if I slipped up, I couldn't say it was Sophia's statements that made me suspect the affair. If I did, who knows what might happen to Sophia? Just thinking about it sends chills down my spine.
Sarah, let's get a divorce.
Tom looked Sarah straight in the eye as he said it. There was no hesitation in his eyes.
No, I absolutely refuse a divorce. And think about Sophia. She'll suffer without both her parents.
I think she'd be better off without a mother like you.
That's cruel. Please, don't talk about divorce.
I can't continue with someone who doesn't care about my child, and someone who hurts my mom too.
Hearing this, Sarah looked at Tom in shock again.
What do you mean by that?
It seems you've been quite mean to my mom when I'm not around. I heard all about it from her.
Sarah hadn't expected Tom to know. She looked at me, her eyes wide open.
I haven't done anything like that. I've visited the house a few times, but nothing terrible.
Oh really? Can you say the same after seeing this? I then showed Sarah the diary I had kept and the recordings I had secretly made. This is a diary of everything you've done to me. Plus, I've recorded your words. I kept all these records so you couldn't dodge the truth. As I waited to see how Sarah would react to finding out I had kept records, she sighed deeply.
Seriously, what do you want to do?
Sarah.
Everyone is so annoying. I've had it. Do whatever you want. Go ahead and divorce. I don't care. I don't want Sophia anymore either. What else do you want? I'll pay as much money as needed.
Sarah became desperate and slammed the table forcefully. There was a loud bang, and my body shook. Please, calm down.
Shut up. Just let whatever happens happen. I'm so done. So what if I cheated? Bringing out detectives and evidence like you're proud of it. It's creepy.
Despite being shocked by Sarah's true nature, part of me felt a little relieved.
So you'll really pay the alimony and child support?
I said I'll pay, didn't I? Where's the divorce papers? Hurry up and let me sign them.
Thus, the divorce was settled more easily than expected. Custody of Sophia went to Tom, and the payments for alimony and child support began. With Tom's assignment coming to an end, Robert and I would take care of Sophia for a while. I just hoped she could soon live with her real father. I thought that was the end of it. But 2 months after the divorce was finalized, Sarah came to our house. What do you want? We're supposed to be strangers now.
You're just as annoying as ever. You haven't changed a bit.
I definitely didn't want to hear that from her, of all people.
Hey, I need some money.
What are you talking about?
I don't have any money. It's your fault this happened, so you need to take responsibility and give me some money.
It's troubling to be blamed like this. Ultimately, her lack of funds is her own problem. You come here out of the blue, and what? I haven't done anything wrong, and I owe you nothing. Besides, if you're out of money, you should ask your lover.
When I told him we were divorced, he ran off. I'm not working, and I spent all my savings on him. I've been scraping by on my savings, but I can't manage anymore, so hurry up. Give me the money.
That's your responsibility, isn't it? I can't help if you're blaming me.
Shut up. It's all your fault.
Sarah repeated herself without listening to me. I couldn't handle this anymore. It looked like I'd have to force her to leave. That's what I thought. I felt a presence behind me.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Tom.
I turned around and there was Tom, furious.
What are you doing here?
That's my line. Aren't you supposed to be on assignment?
I come back now and then to see Sophia. Were you trying to squeeze money out of my mom while I was away? You really haven't changed at all.
Actually, after divorcing Sarah, Tom reconsidered how lonely Sophia might have been and started coming home occasionally. Although Sarah was surprised to see Tom, she soon pleaded in a wheedling voice for reconciliation.
Hey, Tom, can we start over? I promise I won't cheat again, and I'll take care of the house and our child properly.
Are you saying that just because you're after my money, you don't love me or Sophia? You just love money, right?
I'm not that kind of person.
Then why are you here begging for money, blaming everything on my mom? It's really ugly. I was right to divorce you.
Tom remained intense as he confronted Sarah. His fierceness was palpable, even from a distance.
Just leave, and don't ever show your face to us again.
Wait.
Tom pushed Sarah's back, forcefully trying to remove her from the house.
Please, think it over.
Quiet. There's nothing to reconsider. If you come here again, I'll call the police, understand?
As soon as Sarah heard the word police, she quieted down and let Tom push her out of the house. Whether she was scared of the police or realized that being someone who might be reported to the police was not a good thing, only she knew. After that, Sarah never came to the house again. However, she started sending frequent emails to Tom, all asking to get back together. While persistence is generally good, sometimes it can be seen as bothersome. Tom said, if sending me emails satisfies her, it's cheap. For now, she's been paying the alimony and child support, so I'll leave her be. A year later, Tom finished his assignment and started a new life with Sophia. But we weren't estranged. We frequently visited each other's homes to maintain our relationship. It's wonderful to see Sophia's growth up close. Soon, she'll be a schoolgirl. New school bag, hat, textbooks, all laid out on her new desk, and Sophia smiled happily.
I can't wait to go to school.
Watching her innocently smile, I felt a surge of affection. You're right. I want to keep watching her grow up close. That's what I want the most right now.